Hello Libra, welcome to Dove and Serpent Tarot. My name is Paul. If Libra is your sun, moon, or rising sign, this is your reading. Please hit the like button, leave a comment. Consider subscribing to the channel, especially if this reading resonates with you. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. If there's anything you would like me to pray over, or meditate upon, or send positive energy toward, please let me know. Now, this is going to be a general reading, so try to be open and receptive to whatever may come through during our time together. I am merely the messenger, and I ask you to connect directly with each of these cards and use your own intuition to take you beyond the details that I might provide. And remember, Libra, that the most important part of any tarot reading is you. And we begin with the Nine of Swords. Now, this isn't terrible, right? Every card has light and shadow. This actually could be really good news, okay? And I'll tell you why. I think there's something that you've been losing sleep over, okay? We're going to put this into some context. I think there's something that you have been, perhaps you've already written something off as being done and over. Well, now look at that. Now there's a reunion of this thing. Now, we could be talking about a romantic relationship where we kind of thought it was over. We thought things were just getting worse and that there was no hope, right? But then we get that Lover's card, and there it is. Now there is this kind of reunion, things coming back together. We could have been looking and feeling at this like this thing is a failure. Here's the Seven of Pentacles. But now we're kind of making a decision here, okay? And, it doesn't have to be a romantic situation. There's the Eight of Swords, but a Two of Cups, the Eon, Judgment, Rebirth, Reawakening, a Nine of Wands, and a Knight of Cups. That's very, very good. I think this Nine of Swords is really kind of turning around. I think this is really that despair, the sleepless nights, the losing hope, the feeling like this is it's just painful and it's not getting any better. It does get better. It is getting better. A lot better by the looks of it, okay? So let's select the mystery card before I forget the mystery card. I was doing a reading for Capricorn the other day, and I forgot the mystery card, if you could believe it. So we'll make sure that we get our mystery card selected, and we're going to put it down right here. We're going to put Alien Simon Mork Ripley right there on top. We're not going to look at that card until the very end, but, it will tie everything together. It will give us the confirmation that we need at the end of the reading. If at any point during the reading you feel like you know what that card is, I want you to put your prediction down in the comments. Okay. Let's do it together. Let's make it a group exercise in intuition. I think it'll be fun. All right, let's take a look around the room. Let's see what we have here. Okay, we've got major and major, two major arcana energies. We've got this reunion. We've got this closeness, this coming together. It's a marriage, but it's a mystical marriage. It's an alchemical marriage. It could be a literal marriage. It could be you really, coming back together with this loved one, reuniting, having this union with this person, place, thing. It doesn't have to be a romantic partnership, okay? And then we see that situation really transcending. It's like not only do things kind of get back to normal, they get so much better, right? So let's continue here. We have fire, fire. We've got water, water, water. We have just a little bit of this air. The Nine of Swords, that's the air that we have to deal with. And the Eight of Swords, I think, is showing that things get a little bit more clear, as far as our perception, as our thoughts are concerned, the logic, kind of left brain stuff. There's still a little bit of confusion or disbelief or like this kind of unsure feeling about what to do next. And I think that's kind of, to me, it kind of feels like the initial pain has kind of subsided, and now we're in this Eight of Swords state where it's just trying to figure out what to do next, right? But then here comes that Lover's energy. Okay. Now, this is for some of you. If this is we've split with a partner, or a lover, or something. It doesn't mean we're getting back with the same one, though. Okay. It could, if that is what is kind of in the cards for you. If that is what is part of your path. Okay. If that's something you want, something you focus on, then that's something that could happen. But I feel that there is this, there is a union that is taking place here. And now we could look at this several different ways, and we will. So don't worry about that. We've got a little bit of earth energy here at the bottom. And I think with the Seven of Pentacles, there's almost this feeling that we can't concentrate on our the normal stuff we have to do in our day. Can't really, it's hard when we're experiencing this kind of Nine of Swords energy. It's hard to focus on work. It's hard to focus on just getting out of bed, right? It's hard to focus on getting dressed in the morning and taking care of those responsibilities that we have to take care of. Now, the Seven of Pentacles, I think, is you're still doing these routine things. You're still going through the motions of life, but I think that there has been a loss of light there with this card. Yeah. And I don't know. I feel like maybe there was a loss of a partner. And I don't know if this means that they have passed or that you have, there's been a break, a separation, a split. Okay, we kind of see that with the Two of Wands, that maybe we have split with something. Now, this doesn't have to be that relationship thing with a person. Okay, so let's say this is a career thing. It's a separation from that job we really loved. It's maybe the separation from a workmate, someone that we really enjoyed kind of working with. They got transferred to a different department, or they lost their position, or you lost yours, or you got transferred. Okay, there is a separation from something that we love. But now there's a coming together. Okay, and I don't know if it's the same thing that we've separated from that's now coming back, or if this is something new that is going to be kind of even better than the last one, if you will. But the Nine of Swords is really, it's a very difficult card. And this really is this is a wound that is still fresh. This is something that is still open, it's still affecting you, okay? And I really feel that, that this is passing. I think it's a fresh wound, though. You know what I mean? It's something that has happened recently. It could be the loss of a loved one. I am getting an older male energy that may be coming through as someone that has passed. I feel like they had something going on with their circulation and like breathing, like the oxygenation of their blood. That's something along those lines. And if it is something that you're experiencing currently, I truly am sorry for your loss. Okay, I feel like things are getting better. I feel like things will be getting better very, very soon. I feel as if for a lot of you, this is going to be a kind of breakup. Okay, or this was the separation from a loved one. Okay, and it could be that older male energy is a loved one, is kind of an older partner that you've had. The Four of Cups that we have here too, this is kind of, I think, what is in we're kind of alternating between this and this, the real sting of this thing with that Nine of Swords, and this kind of frozenness, this numbness with the Four of Cups here, okay? And again, I want to keep emphasizing this. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have lost a loved one or separated from a partner. This could be a separation from, anything that you truly loved. Okay, and it's difficult, and it's obvious. We see how difficult it is. Just with all of these cards here, it's very difficult. But the Two of Wands, also above everything, shows that you are a strong person. This shows that you can keep going and that you will keep going, and that you are doing everything that you can to regain your strength, regain your optimism, your happiness, to kind of regain your health and fitness and your power, right? And we see this really unfolding into this Nine of Wands over here on the path of the Serpent. Okay, so this is a situation that is very much very, very difficult right now, right? We have water and earth and air. The fire up top, I think, is what's holding it all together. And it's kind of you trying to keep everything together. Okay. The Lover's card. One of my favorite cards of the tarot, but one of the most, I think, misunderstood, because people see the Lovers. It's called the Lovers, right? So we think, wow, it's going to be another romance reading on Dove and Serpent Tarot. We see those so often here. It doesn't have to be romance. Love is love. And the Lovers, it's not only love is not just romance, right? There is this deep spiritual love, this deep commitment that we have to our pets, our plants, to our people, family, friends, to, humanity itself, to the universe itself, to all of life. We could extend this out to, to everything and anything. So when I see this card kind of showing up in this context, and then bam, we get major arcana, Lover's energy, kind of, this is the glue that's putting everything back together. And this is love. And this is you committing to love. This is you being ready and open for love. And this is, again, it could be family, friends. It could be romance. It could be uniting with a kind of a new passion, a new path, a new course in life. Maybe you lost your job. And we're feeling all this energy here. Now we have hope. Now we're ready. Now we realize that, okay, well, that was something that was good, but it's over now. I'm almost wondering if the mystery card is going to be the Death card, but I don't think Spirit would do that to us right now. I think that'd be a little too heavy. This is us being open to what is coming next. This is saying, yes, there was a loss, and it's a painful experience. I am still getting this older male energy. Getting an S name as well, an S sound. So first or last initial, perhaps, or something that might be some sort of a connection between you and this older male energy will be that S sound. And I do feel like they passed, and it was something to do with that, with the circulation and breathing. So, oxygenation of the blood, that sort of thing. And that, well, it could also be that maybe the job, the company you worked for had that S name, something like that. Okay. But Lover's card. We're ready and open to feeling love again. Okay. It doesn't mean that you lose your loved one and suddenly you're just jumping into the next relationship to fill a void. No, this card's not about filling a void. This card is about commitment. It is about finding wholeness within ourselves. Finding, even if we're not talking about people or pets or plants or anything, this is finding the glue within yourself to hold yourself together. Yeah. This is the love that keeps you whole and functioning, keeps you okay, heals you. And this is that kind of love. This is the support system. This is finding love within ourselves, finding love in the things that we do in our life, the activities that we immerse ourselves in. Okay. And I know that this right now might just feel like a vague thing. It might not be something that is kind of front and center for you yet. It might not be something that is, it might not be something that's really clear, because we do have the Eight of Swords in this position here, which shows that you're still going to be experiencing a little bit of doubt and confusion. We're still going to be overthinking things. We're still going to be trying to analyze everything. Why did this happen? What am I supposed to do? How can I go on? How can I feel okay? But I feel like we're getting toward the end of this kind of cycle, I don't see a Three of Swords. I don't see a Five of Swords. It's almost as if we're starting to just kind of accept it, and we're just kind of living with it, and it's just, yes, I'm confused. Yes, I'm hurt. No, I don't know exactly what I'm doing, where I'm going, how to do it, what I want, and that's okay. We're honoring how we feel right now. We're not trying to change it or force it. Okay. I think we've learned a lot through this situation already, and now it's just something that, okay, this will pass. Things will progress as they're supposed to, and I will be okay. I can't force that. I can't force myself to be okay. It has to be something that that unfolds. But I do think that you are using this kind of willpower to keep your life kind of on track, to keep things going in that routine way. I feel like you're still going to work. You're still doing, you're still doing the normal stuff that you would do in life. You're trying to kind of go through the motions and keep the routine. And I think that's really this fire and earth here. And you know what we always say about fire and earth. It's, the impulse and the behavior. We have the will and we have the action. And this is action that doesn't really feel like it's anything. It doesn't seem like it's doing anything or accomplishing anything. That's not the point. This is kind of a holding pattern. We're just trying to go through the motions to keep things from falling apart, right? But now let's go to the path of the serpent. And as I do this, I'd like to ask for your subscription. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. It's totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. And it helps out the channel, and I appreciate that. The one thing I do want to say, though, because we're very much talking about this being a loss, and it feels to me like it's a loss of a loved one, but this really to me feels like, for a lot of you, this is going to be a situation, a job, a career, a focus, a purpose, some project that you immersed yourself in that I think has kind of gone sour. It's gone south. That relationship is kind of not working out right. But with the Four of Cups back here, I wonder if this is something that you're realizing that you didn't really feel that strongly about anyway. Now, not for all of you, but for some of you, I feel that there's this Four of Cups here for a reason, and that's saying that this project that you were in, this could be a company, could be a creative thing, could be a relationship, could be the job that you had or the work that you were doing. I think that you didn't see any of the real results that you were hoping for, and I wonder if that's because your heart really wasn't in it to begin with. You didn't feel deep down inside in your truest self of selves that this was your purpose. Yeah. And so now we're going through those pains of kind of extricating ourselves from this project. And it could be that this project or this career, despite your efforts, there was always some sort of interference. There was always some sort of, something was always in the way. Something was always there was just more and more mix-ups and miscommunications and paperwork that got lost. And just at every corner, there was something that just went wrong. Yeah. And I wonder if that's because this wasn't really your purpose. This wasn't, you weren't really in harmony with this thing anyway. Okay? Now, this is completely separate, obviously, from those of you that are experiencing the loss of a loved one. I don't think it's the same thing. We're talking about two different kind of scenarios here. Okay? Take it how it resonates. These details, they come through to me. They're not meant for everyone. So if certain details in any of my readings are not meant for you, leave them for the next person. Okay? Focus on what does make sense for your life. Okay? But the addition of the lover's energy is going to be pretty much the same across the board. It is the coming together with that which is meant for you. It's the union with something that is yours. It is your purpose. And maybe getting out of that Four of Cups is the way to go, because it wasn't something that your heart was really in. We're finding something that is fulfilling, that is an expression of your purpose. Yeah. So now, path of the serpent. Now we got that Two of Cups. The Two of Cups is really what the Lover's card is uniting. And this is love and love. This is two separate things. This is a one-on-one interaction with a person, a place, a thing, a company, an idea, an ideal, whatever it might be. Okay. This is true love coming into your life, whether it's in the form of finally, finding that creative expression that you've always been searching for. Finding the job that's just a perfect fit. Finding your people, finding your friends, finding your church, your organization, finding your community, or finding that lover, finding that romantic partner, finding that soulmate. Okay, whatever this might be. And this is a beginning. This is a new beginning because this is a 2. This is as yet not completely fleshed out, right? This is still somewhat in potential. I feel like this is someone that you're going to, or someone or something that you're going to meet with in the next couple of months. That you're going to find this, you're going to bump into this person or this job opportunity or this group of people, this community. Okay. And you'll know it when you see it. You'll feel it when you see it, right? It has that kind of effect, I think. And it really is important that you are open to this and that you're ready for this. Because again, you have to be made whole kind of first. And then you can be ready to extend yourself out to this new opportunity. Okay? Yeah, this new opportunity. The Eon card in the environment position, I feel like this is definitely a situation that is going to take you beyond the limitations of the past situation. Now, if this was the job over here that you really didn't feel it, and obviously it didn't work out, right? If this was that kind of career, that choice that you made, well, over here, this is going to really completely blow you away. It's going to transcend every limitation that you thought there was for how successful this could be, but really more than that, how you're going to feel about it. See, this isn't so much about something being successful, because I think you know how to do fire to earth, you know how to make money, you know how to manifest. But the idea here is manifesting something that is going to be your highest will, your highest love, your highest ideal. So now we have that Eon card. And I feel like this is really transcending. This is something that it's opening the door to your future. This is above and beyond your wildest dreams, right? It's something that, again, you have to make yourself whole here to go through this doorway with this amazing opportunity and to experience this amazing future, right? So when you are ready, this door will appear, you know? I also wonder, are you someone that likes really hot climates? Do you like really warm places? I don't know if I'm really feeling a beach scenario or something like that, but I just feel a lot of a warm, very warm climate. I don't know if maybe travel is going to be in your future. Maybe travel is one of those things that really is the icing on the cake for you when you're thinking about any opportunity. You want that to open up doors as, you know, in physical space, right? The opportunity to travel and to move around the world. I think maybe you are drawn to those warmer climates. Anyway, the 9 of Wands that we see up here is very much the unfolding of this 2. So you had this 2 of Wands, and you're able to keep things together and keep doing this. And I think really, if this is a job or a career, you could have really done this for a long time. You've got that kind of ability to sustain this, and it's interesting because even though, I mean, look at that, you're really not feeling it, but you understand the process of manifestation, fire to earth, and you could do this indefinitely, but it's one of those things where, yeah, I could force myself to do it, but there's no way I would. Right? You have the power to. That doesn't mean that you're supposed to stay there, right? Or that this was meant to be a forever situation. Okay. And we see that reflected in the 9, because that is now the real ability that you are truly realizing in yourself, about yourself, that you have the strength and power. That if you have this connection with this, see, this is sun and moon connected. If you have that connection with that lunar energy, there is literally nothing that you cannot accomplish, right? Nothing that you cannot accomplish. Who around you has the red jewelry? I see a really big red stone, maybe around your neck, or around someone close to you wears like a very big, kind of, I don't know if it's a ruby or something, but it's a really big red stone around their neck. Anyway, I don't know if that's something that's in the family, or if that is. It could be. It could be a symbol that you would recognize when you see it. If we are talking about the kind of future flow of this energy, that might be something that stands out to you about this future person or this company or this community, something like a large, round, circular red stone. Yeah. Back to the Nine of Wands, though. The connection with the true self, the connection with that lunar energy, with that spiritual energy, knowing that if you really feel that connection, and it really is talking about this Lover's card and this Two of Cups, if you feel that, if that really connects with you, then you have the willpower to make it happen, to sustain it, to go after it, to put your effort into it. Yeah. You've got that commitment in you. And that's a real strength, the ability to make a plan, to make an oath, to make a promise, and to follow through with it, to stick with it, right? To stick with it. I'm getting a lot of weird impressions today. Someone around you smokes a lot. Right? Or what's the thing? The vape, right? Somebody vape a lot around you. Maybe it's you, maybe it's somebody around you. I feel like in your life there are a lot of things that you are committed to. I don't know how to phrase this. You are committed to a lot of things that really do show your strength and your tolerance and your love and your acceptance. And I think what we have on the path of the dove is kind of representative of that. It's your ability to sustain this fire to earth. You have this ability to commit to things, I think, even when you have this underlying feeling that it's not your ideal situation. Okay, let me just put it that way. But what we have in the future, this Knight of Cups, this is the giving and receiving of love. This is a situation, whether it's a person, a place, a thing, a company, an idea, an ideal, a community, you're going to receive equal to what you give, more than what you give, right? This card is about the exchange of love, the exchange of hearts, really, right? It's kind of like giving someone else your heart for safekeeping, and they give you theirs for safekeeping, and that is kind of the... That's the exchange. That's the connection. And to me, it's also an extension of the Two of Cups. It's kind of the Two of Cups in practice, you know. A lot of love and affection here. This is someone that is very generous with who they are, with what they have. Not only physically with, you know, giving you the shirt off their back, but someone that will, someone that is very generous with support, with feelings, with love, with affection. Okay? And for those of you that have lost a loved one, I feel like this is also talking about this person that you've lost. You know, that they were someone who was very affectionate. Someone who was very open about their emotions, maybe had a little bit of a temper, or they had very strong emotions that they couldn't always hold back. Right? Whether these are good, positive, affectionate, loving emotions, or maybe when they were feeling hurt, they had a hard time concealing that. You know, very expressive of emotion. And I feel that this card is at the end of the path of the serpent here, because that's kind of that is the kind of relationship or the kind of situation that you're looking for. One that is open, one that is freely expressed. Yeah. I think we should look at the mystery card. Let's see. Whoops. See what alien has for us today. I want to see maybe some more earth energy. I feel like we need a little bit of kind of practical things going on. We need to see that life is kind of harmonized around us. You know, maybe a Six of Pentacles. I would also be okay with the Six of Cups. I think that's going to be really the sweet spot, is that Six of Cups. But if we get any of the major arcana, I think the World or Universe card might reinforce this travel aspect. Of course, the Lover's card would reinforce this prediction that you are uniting with something that is absolutely meant for you. Let's see what we have. If you have a prediction, put it down in the comments. Okay. An Eight of Cups. Yeah. This, I think, for a lot of us, I don't know if this older male energy that has passed is the situation that we're talking about necessarily, because I feel like this is something that you, and I mean, it still could be, but I feel like this is something that you are moving on from. I mean, if we look at that card, it looks like a hermit is kind of walking away from all of these cups. And it's an 8, right? An 8 of cups. We've got our 8 of swords here. So I feel like it's just kind of, we don't understand exactly what's going on or what's coming next, but we know that we have to move on from this situation, whether this is a breakup, a separation, whether it is the loss of a loved one. I feel like we're moving on. We're walking forward. We're trying to make progress and get on with our lives, as difficult as that is. But we're not spilling those cups. We're not knocking those feelings over. Those feelings and memories and all of this water energy, we're not dumping it out on the ground. We're not mad at it. We're not getting rid of it, right? It's there, intact, but in the past, right? And we're leaving it intact. And I think for us, this is like the solidification of those memories, that we're remembering this person or this situation in a very positive way, knowing that we have to kind of move on from here, right? And what you're moving toward, you're leaving these 8 cups behind, but you're moving toward some really, really wonderful potential here. So I want to say that you're moving on to even bigger and better things. But I don't want to diminish how you feel now about this current thing, okay? But what's coming seems like it has the potential to be absolutely mind-blowing. Absolutely. Anyway, we're going to do an extended reading. If you want to stick around for that, click on the link that's in the corner or down below in the video description. New readings for Libra every Wednesday and Saturday, 6 a.m. Chicago time. But I'm here every day. Just come on back. See me tomorrow. Okay? If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Totally free. It doesn't cost you anything. All right? And leave a comment for me. Let me know where in the world you're watching from. Yeah. I want you to know that you're the most important part of Dove and Serpent Tarot. I thank you, and I love you, and we're all in this together.